Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chef Berg here. Today's video is going to be about knives and different knives that you can find in the kitchen. We're going to go over the style and we're also going to go over the usage. And if you have any other questions about them, please leave a comment below. So let's get started. First up, chef knife. This is a 10-inch standard chef knife used for cutting, chopping, slicing. It's very useful. Probably the most used knife in the kitchen. Um, when purchasing a chef knife, I recommend that you do not get one with a plastic handle. I like to have a sturdy, firm grip, so a wood handle, one with rivets. What I also like about it is that the blade goes into the handle, so it is one continuous piece of steel, making for the firmness and control. So that's recommended. This is not dishwasher safe. Hand wash only, and must be dried immediately. Otherwise, the stainless steel will form water spots or rust spots. Chef knife. Next up would be your traditional serrated knife, also known as a bread knife. For sawing action, cutting bread, bagels, cakes. This is a very sharp knife. The serrated edge, as you can see here, serrated, is very sharp. Does a sawing action which makes slicing easier. They have a larger size of it, as you see here, which is for a one slice motion. And that is the reason for the longer blade, but it is also serrated. Serrated knife. Next up, traditional steak knife. As you see here, this one is also riveted. Has the blade go through into the handle for sawing action, cutting your steak. Great tool. It is called a knife, but it is not really a knife. The butter knife, as you see here. It's actually meant more for spreading than it is cutting, as this one does have a slight serrated edge here. It's still sharp, so be careful. But the butter knife. Next up is probably my second most used knife in the kitchen. The paring knife, or also known as a utility knife. Varies in size. You can get larger or smaller. Um, I use this for cleaning up strawberries, peeling the skin off orange, onions. Uh, when I'm doing intricate work on like tomatoes or peppers, I use a smaller knife. Gets into the spots a little bit easier than the chef knife. So, paring knife, great tool. Up next, some of you may know as a cleaver. This is not your traditional meat cleaver, this is a vegetable cleaver. Um, this is meant for delicate vegetable chopping and cutting. This will not break down bones like a meat cleaver would, where you can hack at it. So do not try that with this, as it will damage the knife. But this is also a very useful tool. Gives a little bit more surface height with the blade, so cutting through things like eggplant, which happen to be a larger object, you can still make a firm, straight down cut and don't have to risk sawing. So vegetable cleaver comes in handy. And finally, some people may call it a knife, some people don't call it a knife, but the pizza cutter. Surprisingly, it's a round bladed knife, so it is sharp on all sides. It is still very dangerous. It's meant for cutting action, but it's one continuous cut, and that's pretty much the pizza cutter. So I went over all the knives. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Do not forget to like and subscribe to Chef Matthew Bergman on YouTube, or also follow my Facebook page at Chef Berg's Food Adventures. Until next time.